All right. Good morning, Giants. What's going on? Hope everyone was able to sleep off that embarrassing L yesterday against the Philadelphia Eagles. Wasn't planning on making a video, but I just, seeing all the comments on Facebook, Twitter, Bleacher Report, just about the state of the franchise and which direction this team is heading to, I felt the need to come on here and just talk about it. Yes, this is a new front office, new GM, Brian Daboll, new head coach, new pretty much everything except the players on the team. A few new pieces, but for most part, it's the same team we had last year. Same amount of injuries all across the board. When you're missing your top corner, top safety, when you have a young offensive line that's banged up, when you have interchangeable parts at the center position. It's tough. It's tough for a quarterback that is on his fourth different offense, losing his top two receivers once again. It's tough that an O-line can't block for him. He has no time to throw. And it's unfortunate that Daniel Jones will probably not be the quarterback next year, and it's really not his fault. I've said time and time again, find me a quarterback that could come on this team tomorrow, and we're an 11-win team. I just don't see it happening. There's too many flaws, too many holes. This roster put together was not on the fault of general manager Joe Schoen. He had little to work with this offseason. He had no cap room to do anything, make any signings. Couldn't make any trades because he still had no money to pay someone. I know a lot of fans wish, why can't we make that trade for a top wide receiver like the Eagles did this year for A.J. Brown? Yeah, it'd be nice, but how are we going to pay him? They paid him $100 million after they traded for him. We don't even have enough money to get a 30-year-old, twice torn ACL free agent receiver, Odell Beckham Jr., to want to join us. We don't have money this year, and it's simple as that. Now, what direction is this team going in? A lot of people say Brian Daboll has lost the locker room. This team sucks. Well, yeah, we do suck. The team hasn't changed. We just have new coaching, and the new coaching has made a shit team look better than they really are. This team has no depth, no backups to sustain the injuries that we have succumbed to. It is what it is. We are not there yet. We are in year one of rebuild. There's about 2 to 3 more years of this before we're truly a contender. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. They had 3 straight years of smart acquisitions, good trades, good value draft picks, and that is why they look like a juggernaut that they are today. They have a great offensive line, and they just hit on a quarterback taken in the second round, Jalen Hurts. No one thought he was going to be this good. Granted, I think it's more due to the fact that the Eagles have talent, just a loaded roster all across the board, especially on offense and that offensive line. And that is why Jalen Hurts is improved and looks way better than he really is. Because if you realistically, if you put Jalen Hurts on the Giants, we're not a much better team than we really are now. It helps having top receivers. And maybe the next quarterback, maybe if it's not Daniel Jones, hopefully the next Giants quarterback will have a top receiver, because if we have a rookie quarterback next year starting, he's going to be in shitstorm playing behind this fucking squad. We are not there yet. Be patient, guys. I know it's frustrating because we've been bad for so long, it seems. We have nothing to do but just trust this front office, trust this head coach that once they get their guys in the building, that is when we'll start to turn it around. I'm not sure how much longer that will take. It's definitely not going to be this year. It's definitely not going to be next year. Who knows? It could be year 3. Year 3 is the key year for any rebuild on any NFL team. Year 3 is when the rookies from this year and next year are more mature. They know what they're doing in the playbook, and they know how to put it on game day, how to put that into winning games on Sunday and Mondays and whatever, Thursdays, whatever time there's a game. So, again, be patient. Rome wasn't built in one day. This team has a lot of holes to fill. We have more holes than Swiss cheese. It's going to take a couple years to get it right. And I believe that we got the guys for the job. Joe Schoen's a young football mind, but he's smart. He knows what works and what doesn't work, and he's learned from one of the best with Bill Parcells in Miami, Brandon Beane in Buffalo. We just got to trust him. I still think Daboll's a hell of a coach. There's a couple things that he needs to clean up. His in-game adjustments is very piss poor. I believe he should take over the play calling. I believe Mike Kafka has no creativity whatsoever. I think he's a little bit too conservative. These next couple games, we got to air it out. We're not going to win games running the ball. Teams know that that's all we have, so they're going to stop the run. So we just have to let Jones, just air it out. If this is going to be his last 4 games as a Giants quarterback, let him go down fucking swinging, man. Just let him go down fucking swinging, air the fucking ball out, sling the fucking ball, and just try to make plays. Stop being scared to make mistakes. This team's going to be making hell of a ton of mistakes the rest of the way. They're a young football team, one of the youngest in the league. So, just let them learn from their growing pains. And 2 to 3 years is the goal. We will be back as a contender, I believe, if we can hit on our next few draft picks, sign some really good and valuable free agents, and get our quarterback of the future, whoever it may be, some fucking receivers with some fucking hands. We might actually be a good team. But just don't expect us to be better next year. We may be a little bit better, but we're still going to have holes because you can only draft so many picks. And we'll see what happens. The free agent pool for wide receivers is not looking very strong. Nelson Aguilar, Sterling Shepard are on top of the list. And that is very telling about how piss poor the free agent wide receiver class is going to be heading into next offseason. But we just got to stay with it, roll with the punches, eat the punches, take them, and eventually we'll be able to give them back. And hopefully one day soon we can all look back and be like, wow, that was a shit growing pain of a time period. But now that we finally got it going on, it feels good to be a Giants fan. So I believe that one day that will happen. May not be this year, probably won't be next year either, but year 3 of this rebuild, of this new regime, I believe they will finally get it going around, turning around, and get it to make more sense, and we'll be proud of a product of a team in the near future. That's all I have to say. Just be patient, guys. Big week coming up, though. Sunday Night Football, Giants Commanders, must-win game. If we win this game, I saw the StatCast. If we win this game, we have about an 85% chance to make the playoffs. If we lose this game against the Commanders, we're looking at about a 25% chance, a very slim chance of making the playoffs, unless Detroit and the Seattle Seahawks keep losing. But what it is, guys. Just hang in there. It's annoying. It's frustrating, especially for me. Waking up, listening to fucking SportsCenter talk about how dominant the fucking Birds are and how bad they beat our ass yesterday. Listening on sports radio, you know me, living in South Jersey, Philadelphia area. It's all Eagles country, and it's fucking maddening and nauseating and just annoying and as fuck to listen to all day. Talk about how their team is so good and how pathetic this team is, the Giants. But maybe one day we'll change that narrative. Until then, guys, hang tight. Keep your heads high. Go Big Blue. We need you guys for Sunday night. Let's fucking go Giants. Let's go, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week.